I know you feel like you want me, and I guess in a way you do. Holding my breath, unraveling emotions. I need some space to think this through.
Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. For today's video, I want to do this look right here that you see on my face. I think I'm going to name it the Orange Popsicle Summer Makeup Tutorial. It has those foxy eyes that have been recently trending, and I really like how stunning and sexy and sultry these are, but yet so wearable because they're so neutral and so minimal. You can obviously just switch up the lip color to whatever you prefer. I just really wanted to go with orange because I think we're in full swing for summers. Although I really hope that you're staying indoors and staying safe right now. You can just sit at home, just practice this for whenever you can go out, or just practice like that. If you want to know how you can get this look or these foxy eyes that are so trending, then please keep on watching. The eyeliner that I have for my base is very soft, very glowy, yet very clean, and that's why I'm going to start off by using the PAC Makeup Moisture Lotion. I really like this lotion. I'm going to use about this much of my lotion. I'm going to gently apply it on my skin because I am from the dry skin type. This really helps in making sure that the makeup glides on top softly and smoothly. So I'm just going to be very gentle. Please be very gentle on your skin. Don't be harsh when you're applying products to your own skin. It's not rented, and that definitely sounds much better in Hindi. Bhade ka nahi hai, apna hai. So just apply it very gently. I am just patting it into my skin to ensure it gets absorbed nicely. Also gonna prep up my lips, and for that I'm using Nivea's Soft Rose Lip Balm. I really like this lip balm. It's very moisturizing, yet it doesn't have a lot of tint, so it's perfect to wear underneath makeup because it won't change the color of your lipstick. The next step for me is going to be priming, and I'm going to be using the Maybelline Master Prime Primer. This is the blurring and smoothing variant. It's really good for people who have pores, open pores, or just, uneven texture on their skin, which is everyone. So I'm going to take a very little amount again, and what I'm going to do is I'm just going to apply it on the areas where I need a little bit of smoothing and blurring, which is going to be around my nose, on my nose obviously, and then around my nose, on my upper lip, and also a little bit on my forehead. That's the main area where I need a little bit of blurring and smoothing. I'm not going to go on any other area of my face, but I'm just going to stay here, and I'm going to pat and massage this in to just blur and smooth out my skin. I'm going to do my concealer before my foundation today because I want a very clean look, as I've said. So I'm going to be using the Take Cover Concealer by PAC. This is in the shade Creme Yellow, and I'm just going to apply it on my problem areas, which are definitely around my eyes. So I'm just going to apply it here, which is the darkest point of my under eye, and also on my outer corner, because that again needs to get rid of the darkness and the veins that I have there. I have a lot of veins that show through on the outer corner of my eyes, and that's something that's there. It's been there forever. I can't do anything about it except just use a little bit of concealer, cover it up, call it a day. I'm also going to apply it around my mouth because I do have pigmentation around my mouth, and it looks like a lot, but I'm actually spreading out the concealer with the wand itself, so it's not actually a lot. And then I'm just going to dot it on a couple of other problem areas as well, and then I'm going to take my sponge and I'm going to start blending this out. I'm using a sponge today because I want the coverage of everything to be sheared out a little. I'm not looking for excessive coverage today, but I'm looking for more clean look, which looks very naturally perfected. So I'm just going to be using my sponge today, as it does tend to absorb a little bit of product and shear down the coverage. If you want to keep the coverage of this look higher, you can definitely use brushes that will ensure that you have more coverage from the product. I'm also going to blend my under eyes out, so I'm just patting this into place. I'm not dragging or moving it along a lot. I'm just patting this product into place, blending out my inner corner. I'm going to take the concealer slightly higher than I usually would. I'm going to take it till about my brow because I want all of that darkness to be eradicated from my life. With whatever's remaining on my sponge, I'm going to go all over my under eye so that everything is nicely covered up. If you want, you can honestly stop at this point and just apply a little bit of powder all over your face to even out your face, and you can go out like that. But I'm going to be using my foundation, and for that I'm using the Lakme 905 Primer Plus Matte Foundation. This is also a very long lasting foundation, so it's great for summertime. So I'm just going to take a very little amount and I'm going to apply it. I'm literally just going to dot a very few dots and small tiny dots all over my face. That's not even one spatula full of product. And again, just going back into my sponge, I'm going to start blending it out. So I'm tapping my skin very, very gently. And because our skin is prepped so beautifully, the foundation will just glide onto the skin and it will blend out so beautifully. I'm not going to be setting my face right now because we are going to be using more cream products. So I'll set in the end with a little bit of powder. I'm going to start off with bronzing my skin, and I'm going to use the NYX Bright Idea stick. This is what it looks like. It's a bronzing stick. So I'm just going to apply it right here. I want to go for a more bronze look because I'm going for like a summer beach kissed sort of a look. So I'm just gonna apply it on those areas, as you can see on my face, maybe a little bit on the nose, just right there, it's very easy to use. And I'm gonna use my sponge to just start blending this into my skin. I'm gonna tap it, and if I need to, I'll just tap it in an upward motion like this so that it gets blended out easily. You don't want to take this product downwards, you only want to work it upwards. For the nose, I'm going to use the tip of my sponge, and I'm just pushing it into place and blending it out. For my blush, I'm going to use the L'Oreal Infallible Blush Paint. This is what it looks like. Again, it's a stick product, and I'm just going to apply it on my cheeks right here. I haven't seen this in the market anymore. I don't know if they've discontinued it or what's going on. I'm not really sure about it, but I really like the product in itself. Plus, I love the color. This is the shade, let me tell you the shade. What's the shade? Tangerine, please. I really like the shade. It's very, very summery. So if you can find it, then you should definitely pick it up. It's easy to use and the color is to die for. For highlighter, I'm going to use the MUA Shimmer Highlighter. This is what it looks like. Again, I really like this product, and I'm going to use my finger first for this because this is a very broad stick, and I'm just going to apply the highlighter. I'm just going to push the highlighter first wherever I want it to be, and then using my sponge, I am just going to blend it out so that it's nice and seamless with my base makeup. Also gonna apply it on the tip of my nose and the dip of my nose, and here I'm just gonna blend out with my finger itself because it's easy. And then I'm gonna apply a little bit above the starting point of my brows and on my cupid's bow, and again I'm just gonna quickly blend it out as well. And this is why we didn't powder earlier, because if we powder our face before we do all of our cream products, it tends to move the powder, the foundation and everything away. But if our base is still wet and we use any cream products, it just blends in so beautifully. It looks gorgeous. No prize for guessing the powder that I'm going to be using. I'm using Maybelline Fit Me. This is in the shade 25. Really like this product. Love this product. I'm first gonna get rid of any creasing that's happened under my eye because, you know, our under eyes crease, that's how they perform. And then I'm gonna take a little bit of powder on my sponge and I'm just gonna push it into my skin. I am keeping it very, very tight to the lower lash line. I'm not dragging it all the way like that. I'm not baking, but I'm just setting my under eyes with a little bit of powder very close to my lash line so that my under eyes are nice and set and crease free for a longer while. I'm also going to set around my mouth because I tend to crease there really badly. So I'm just going to set this area down as well. Next, I'm going to take a quick little shower with the NK Perfection Matte Finishing Spray. The reason I'm using this is because it will make sure that my cream products last a little bit longer. Even though this is a matte perfection spray, it doesn't take away a lot of dewiness from the look. It's not like it's going to make my skin look plastered on, but it's just going to ensure that my cream products last well on my skin. So I'm just going to spray it all over my face, and I need to shut up for this step. Next, moving on to brows, I'm going to take the Bollyglow Bollybrow Shape and Set Pencil. This also has a gel on the one side. So I'm going to take a little bit of gel and I'm just going to comb my brows upwards, all of them, and I'm going to set them like this. I'm going to keep them like this for about 5 minutes so that gravity can do its work and keep them back into place but still keep them fluffy. But I'm just going to set them upwards like this, and then we're going to wait for 5 minutes for our brows to just fall down to their natural shape while still maintaining a lot of volume. As you can see, this brow has started setting into place. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to move on to the pencil side, and with very light hands, very light hands, I'm going to start filling in the sparse gaps of my eyebrows in the direction of my hair growth just from underneath. I'm not going to line the top part. I'm just going to fill in. I'm actually not going to line anything. I'm just going to fill in the areas that require a little bit of help to make them look even and just nice. So I'm just going in very short flickery motions with a very light hand because I just want to mimic a couple of hair here and there. This will give you a fluffy brow, a fluffy voluminous brow that's really in thin these days, but again, you don't need to go over the top crazy. Go with the flow of your eyebrow. If your eyebrow is naturally thin, just combing them upward means you will get a natural looking fluffy brow with your brow shape and size. Alright, this is going to be a very simple tutorial. I'm going to start off with an eye base. This is the NYX Eyeshadow Base, and with the help of a nice dense brush, I'm just going to apply a thin layer of this all over my eyes. Make sure it's a thin layer, otherwise it will crease and crack up very quickly. So just apply it all over your lids and blend it out into your foundation. The eyeshadow palette that I'm going to use today is again from NYX. This is their perfect filter palette in the variant Golden Hour. I really like it. It's the perfect neutral palette with beautiful shimmers. This is a must-have palette if you are a neutral lover, but I'm going to be using this today. The first shade that I'm going to pick up is going to be this one right here. It's a matte shade which is slightly, just ever so slightly darker than my skin tone. It can also pass off as my skin tone, but it's just slightly a hair darker than my skin tone. I'm just going to get rid of any creasing because this eye just tends to crease really quickly on me, and then I'm going to take that shade. I'm going to make sure I've dusted off the excess, and I'm just going to pat it all over my lid. So this would be a nice wash of color all over my lid. And with the same brush, which is the Pack 105 brush, I'm also going to blend it in my crease so that it's a nice blown out color. And I'm also going to extend it out, okay, very gently. I'm going to extend it out like that. And again, I'm holding the brush from really afar, and I'm just flicking the brush in my crease to ensure that it's nicely blended out. You want minimal pressure on your eyes. As you can see, my eye is barely moving as well. Even with the brush, it's barely moving. That's the goal, guys. You want minimal pressure, and you want the color to look like a nice wash of color all over your lid. Taking a small detailer brush, this is from Creme. I'm going to pick up this dark brown shade from right here, and what I'm going to do is again just first of all dust off the excess, and then I'm just going to apply it really close to my lash line on the outer corner. I'm going to start extending it out again with a very light hand. You don't want a lot of pressure, and you definitely don't want a lot of pigmentation out of this color. You just want it to look like a gradual fade of color. And that is what we're trying to do, like something like that, a very gradual fade of color. And then you want to fade it into your lash line like a half liner. So again, I'm just flicking the brush into my lash line and onto the brown, and just flicking it out so that it sort of looks like a very disappearing liner. Taking the liner brush again from Creme, I'm going to move on to this Pack Aqua liner. This is in the shade brown, and it's a beautiful color. I'm going to pick up this liner. It's very creamy. It's very potent. What I generally do when I'm doing a gel liner is that I place my brush onto the gel liner and I twist it around. What this does is it makes the brush even thinner, and all the fibers of the brush get coated evenly with the product, so it's easier to apply it very close to the lash line. And what I'm going to do now is, this requires concentration, guys, so what I'm going to do is that I'm going to place this in my inner corners. Again, it's supposed to be a very thin line, and I'm going to extend my inner corners out in a feline liner. So I'm going to do that, and again I'm using minimal pressure, so you don't want a lot of color. You don't want it to look too there. So I'm just extending it like that, and I'm also going to take it in my inner corner on the lower lash line just for continuity purpose. And again with this liner, I'm going to fade it into my lash line just like we faded this in. So I'm just going to thin it out as I go towards my lash line. I'm also going to take this liner very gently. Like again, I'm barely touching my skin on the lower part of my liner. We want the lower part of the liner to be the darkest, and as it goes up, it fades into the color. So I'm going to be barely touching it just to get a little bit more definition out of my liner. Taking that same dark brown shade with a very fluffy brush, this time I'm going to dust off all of the excess. With a very light hand, I'm just going to dust it in my crease. Again, I'm just dusting this very gently. I don't want like a very defined crease. I just want a little bit of definition, and that's why I'm using such a fluffy brush, and I'm just putting this in my crease. Let's move on to highlighting. I'm going to use this golden shade from right here, beautiful golden shade on a flat shade brush. Now we don't want our eyes to look bigger, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this color and I'm going to apply it on my lower lash line just till about here, underneath where I've placed my liner. This would again give my eyes a very beautiful definition. We're going for those fox eyes, and that's why we don't want our eyes to look bigger. We just want them to look more, snatched. So I'm just applying this color underneath my liner, and I'm also gonna apply it right under the highest point of my brows just to push my brows a little up. It's time for mascara. I'm using L'Oreal's Voluminous Lash Paradise Mascara, one of the better mascaras from the drugstore or the affordable range, and I'm just gonna apply it on my top and bottom lashes both. Now this look, the falsies are pretty optional because our eyes have so much definition already. You don't really need to apply falsies. You don't need to apply falsies with anything, but I just love to apply falsies. I just feel if you use the right falsies, they amplify your look by 10 folds. They just look so much more gorgeous. So I'm first just focusing on my mascara because I also want you guys to see how this look looks just with mascara as well. We're gonna keep our lower lash line pretty clean, so please be careful when you're applying mascara because you can just touch your lower lash line. If you end up doing that, then don't worry, just wait for a few seconds for the mascara to dry and flake it off very gently. Other than that, if you can be careful and not mess up your lower lash line, then the best thing ever. So this is how my eyes look after just mascara. They already look really sharp and chiseled and just feline, but I'm just gonna put on some lashes because, as I said, I love it. I'm just gonna come back for a lipstick. So the lashes are on and I really like how my eyes are looking like right now. So let's just finish off the look. For my lips, I want to keep them glossy and orange, and for that I'm going to use this Blue Heaven Splash lip color. This is in the shade Baked Orange. These are super matte lipsticks, really affordable and matte lipsticks with a nice color payoff as well. Like, you don't need to let it on if you want complete opacity, but for the price and everything, they're really nice. So I'm just going to apply it all over my lips. Plus, I do really like the shape as well. It's very easy to apply. Add the glossiness that I was talking about. I'm going to use Biotique Star Shimmer Lip Gloss. I have a full review and swatch video on this. I'm going to leave a link for you guys in the bottom bar. This is in the shade Just Case, but just have a little bit of pink tone to it as well. But I'm just going to apply this all over my lips to make them look juicy and glossy. And yes, with that we finished this tutorial. I hope you guys enjoyed this, and if you did, then don't forget to comment and subscribe. It would mean the absolute world to me. Also, let me know what other looks you guys would like to see, and I would love to do them for you guys. I'll see you guys next time. Till then, take care. Mwah. Bye.